This is me and my wife, Andrea, and we transform homes together. We've spent the last 6 months in other people's homes doing some of the biggest project series that we've ever put on YouTube.
Wow, this is gorgeous.
Whoa. But now it's time for us to come back to our house and finish up some projects that we've had on the list for a long time. So welcome to the adventures of my DIY wife and her non-handy husband.
The first project that we'll be starting on is a playroom makeover for our kids. So this is our kids' playroom, and it is an awesome space just like it is, but our kids are getting older, and so I decided to do a little update that would be more age appropriate for all of our kids. I'm really excited about this one, but before we can get started, we have to go back over to our friend's house and get all of our tools. Are you here for my autograph?
Yes. Can you believe we're done with this project? We're shipping out, man.
Oh, man. It's awesome. This was a good one.
Show them the magic. Yeah!
How bad is it?
It's probably 373 pounds.
Oh my gosh. Good thing you've been working out.
Goodbye, project. It was nice knowing you.
All right, next we're gonna run by the paint store to grab some paint swatches so I can try and narrow down the color that I wanna use.
Hit them with something that they don't know about you. Completely shock them, surprise them. Give them the...
I'm not good with impromptu stuff. I feel like we could probably come up with more fun what you don't know about Dean things.
Like he loves jumping bikes. Go get him, babe. Knock him dead. Are you in your element or what?
All right, so I found a color I really like. We're gonna take it back to our house, see it in the space, because colors look totally different depending on where you have them and the lighting. Then I also need to take some measurements for the first project we'll be working on.
Welcome home, darling.
First project, back at our house. This will be fun.
Back where it all began.
Perfect, nailed it. One color. Woo. It's pretty much my kitchen cabinet color, just more green, which is what I wanted because it has a lot of gray in it, but there's a lot more natural light in this room. And so if I use my cabinet color in here, it's going to look gray. This color looks so good. And something else I like to do is to look up a color once I've kind of narrowed it down, look it up on Pinterest, see it in a lot of spaces, because a lot of times you have something in your head and you think you've got it and you realize that is not what I was looking for. But this is the winner, Dark Olive by Benjamin Moore. It's like my favorite color. What's my favorite color, babe?
Olive green. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. There she is. Woman on a mission. She's on a mission! Look at you. Look at you. You're ready. Yep.
Look at you, babe.
Look at you. Looking at me. Looking at you. It's magic.
Down tape measure.
Alright, we got what we need. Let's get started.
Alright, so the first project we're going to be working on in here is adding a cool wood detail to the wall. I'm going to be doing some sort of tongue and groove about 2/3 of the way up, and then painting that a fun color that's going to match a lot of the built-ins on the other side of the room. So the first thing I need to do is measure the wall so I can estimate how much materials I need to buy. That's the plan, and now it's time to actually get to work.
Was that pretty cinematic or what? What are we doing today, Brain?
Same thing we do every day, going to Lowe's. We need a theme song for every time we go to Lowe's.
That's a pretty good idea.
A Lowe's trip, a Lowe's trip. Every single day it's a Lowe's trip.
For this project, I decided to use vertical shiplap boards about 2/3 of the way up the wall, which meant that the most efficient option was to buy 12-foot boards that I could cut in half. The only problem was we didn't know if these 12-foot boards would fit into our minivan. So we need the 12-foot boards, but I'm not thinking it's gonna fit in our minivan. Jean thinks it. What do you think?
I think there's a chance. We should try it. At least one board, right?
We decided to start with just one board to see if it would even fit.
Is it gonna fit? Oh, 100%. Yes, we got this. All right, come on, Slim Jim. Let's go. Going in. Tell me when we hit the window.
Hey, it's it.
It fits. It's perfect.
Now we just need 21 more of these.
Oh, easy peasy. Let's do
Get
it.
it in one trip, you think?
Easy peasy. You can fit 12-foot boards in a minivan. You don't even need to tie down the back end.
Done.
Oh yeah. Crisscross applesauce in there. Know what I'm saying? Look like skis.
Once we got back, we unloaded all of these boards and put them in a place that would be easily accessible to cut later.
These are super long. They'd be great for jousting because we love jousting. That's it, huh?
Nobody tells you how long it takes to just go get all your materials and load and unload them just to start the project. We're like halfway through our day. I guess we got tools and a paint sample too though. All right, so I'm gonna cut one board. I want it about somewhere in here. We're gonna cut one just to test it out, see if I need to remove the baseboards first or not. That means I need the miter saw, babe.
What?
It's reflecting into my eyes.
We carry it together now after my little mishap last time. Plug it in, plug it in.
Okay, so I definitely need to pull all these baseboards off first. I thought that was probably the case, but you know, I thought I'll just check and make sure. Definitely need to pull them off because these boards are thicker than the baseboards and it would look really silly to just set them on top of them.
What you got?
I couldn't find my regular hammer. The baseboards where the shiplap would go, I ran out to the garage to grab my multi-tool and then used that to cut the baseboards next to the walls where the shiplap would go so that everything would meet up properly when I install it all later. After that, I took down the map and this little strip of bulletin board, which was actually just a test for a bulletin board that I'm going to be building for a different wall in this space. Looking a little naked in here.
Totally naked.
Then I was finally ready to start cutting the shiplap boards. To install the boards, I used my brad nailer and a level, but I ran into a mistake on the very first board.
What?
I did it the wrong way. So with shiplap boards like this, if you overlap them one way, you get zero gap, and if you overlap them the other way, you get your perfect gap. I need to flip it over, but then this will be on the wrong side, so I need to start on that side of the room.
All right.
I'll have to pull that one off. That's okay. So I moved over to the other wall, and that meant that I needed to make a cut around the light switch. After measuring and marking, I used my drill and a large drill bit to make the first hole and then used my jigsaw to cut out the rest of the square. I've learned from experience that it's best to first draw a line with a level and use that as your guide rather than just resting the boards on the floor because the floor is not always level. Once I had the line drawn and all of the boards cut, the process went pretty quickly. I had a couple of outlets to cut around, and so whenever I got to one of those, I simply measured, marked, and then used my jigsaw to cut around those. I cut with the board backwards, but I didn't. I actually did it right, and I just had it the wrong board there. It scared me. I have exactly the number of boards that I need, so I can't mess up.
Do not mess up.
Oh no. I don't recommend that strategy, but I like to live on the edge.
They call you MI6, right? Snug fit. You must be a pro.
Looking pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it looks great.
When I got to the corner, I needed to trim down the width of the last shiplap board, and I decided to use my jigsaw for this since this cut edge would be hidden by the next board.
Get it?
One wall done.
One wall done. Are you some kind of professional or what? You hit an outlet?
Yep.
So fast. You should run marathons, you know?
Oh my gosh.
I felt like I was looking at the saw's butt there.
Pretty nice, huh? Professional.
Very professional. I looked at professional in the DIY dictionary and your name was there.
It's cool, huh?
Very cool.
A dark paint will also cover our art splatters. There's like paint splatters and stuff on the walls. Like, oh. Green paint will be practical.
Super duper cool by Super Duper Gal.
After that, it was time to pick up our kids from school, and so we decided to call it quits for the day and start fresh the next day.
Heyo. Look, our kids have left us some DIY of their own.
This is nothing.
Look at this work of art. Incredible.
Our 5-year-old did let me know that this is a special piece of artwork and it's not trash.
Why have a dozen colored pencils when you can have 1,000? Wait. Did we get new chairs?
I did. Our old chairs, those were free chairs, like this table. And they have lived their life. They were falling apart. They've had several paint jobs that I didn't do that was coming off. Time to pass them on. I picked up these at Target. These are great. They're simple. They'll be easy to wipe down. Not too expensive. They look good. All right, so last time we were in here, we finished cutting all of these, installed them all, got the baseboards out. Today, we just have this little section left. Then we're gonna be putting some boards on the top of all of these, and we don't have that long because we had some other work to get done this morning. So we've got about 2 hours, a little less than 2 hours. So we gotta leave to pick up our kids. We're gonna see how much we can get done though.
Let's go super fast. That's what you're good at. Efficiency.
Specialty. This is my last board. I'm like really short. How did that happen?
What does that mean?
Oh no.
Babe?
How is that possible? I like did all the math.
What does that mean?
Where's my tape measure? I want to know why.
What does all this mean? Are you saying we need to go back to Lowe's?
Saying you need to go back to Lowe's.
What?
You go back to Lowe's and I'll start doing this. That's a good plan for working efficiently.
I would just like to know how this happened. I saw you doing meticulous mathematics.
7 feet plus 8 feet is 15, right?
What happened here?
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe the width of the board might be counting that part that you overlap.
The tongue or the
No,
groove?
these aren't tongue and groove boards, babe. They're shiplap.
The ship or the lap?
Maybe we miscounted.
We?
You. Maybe you miscounted.
Me?
I'm just teasing. The only thing I can think of is that maybe these are not as wide as they say they are on the usable part.
Do your little math on here, because we need to get this worked out. We can't be taking us another trip to
We
Lowe's.
need 6 more boards. How is that possible? That's a lot short. I'm not short like 1 board.
Did you finish 5th grade math or not? Let's be honest.
I'm redoing it right now.
Yeah. Says the valedictorian in high school. All right.
Let's go.
We're off to Lowe's.
No. Don't like putty.
Okay, I'm trying to film.
What? Why are you shaking that camera all around?
It's not my camera work. It's this goon over here.
Can't hold the camera still.
So what number trip to Lowe's will this be for us?
2. We barely got anything
Just today.
done.
That's just today. I was gonna say this week. 12?
Oh gosh, yeah, I don't even know. Don't ask me the weekly number of Lowe's trips. Hey, we need your Lowe's theme song.
A Lowe's trip, a Lowe's trip. Every single day it's a Lowe's trip.
What are we getting again? Just kidding. Come on.
What are you waiting on?
So if you're ever doing shiplap, know that the overall width is 5 1/4. But that's not how much your width is when they're overlapping. It's really like 4 1/2.
Mystery solved.
That's why I'm short so many boards. That's a bummer.
I'm gonna count that as your fault, not my fault.
So unfortunately, they don't even have 3 boards that are usable. They're all like cracked pretty bad. I checked the stock before we came, and it said they have hundreds, but that's because they're all on pallets, wherever that is. So we'll be waiting for a little while.
All right.
I think they're pulling them off for somebody else. Yeah. We literally only need 3 more.
Yeah, we can get them.
I think they left that forklift for us, babe.
You think
You're
so?
up.
I've driven a skid steer. I got the skills. I'm ready
I
to get
believe in you.
And a perfect fit as usual in the minivan. Oh baby. Extra long chili cheese coney.
This looks like some like clown trick where you just keep pulling it out of the hat.
Clown car. All right, where do you want these?
Right there. And I need you to get the saw.
What?
Set it down before you drop it on your bare toes.
Whoa!
Finally, I was ready to cut and install the last few boards.
Should probably close this door, yeah? The magic button. Set it and forget it. All right, is that it?
Hopefully.
Did I tell you that you're looking cute today? Let me see you put those glasses on. How's it looking?
Looking good. So I finished nailing all those on now. The rest, I just need to cut some thinner ones for the table saw to fit on the little leftover parts, and then we can add these boards on top.
I love the fence you put around the room. It's so nice looking.
And right there.
Hey, could you move your head out of the way?
After measuring, I cut the last few 1x3s and 1x2s to finish off the top portion of the tray.
Yeah.
Not bad. All right, so we got all of the shiplap boards on now, and next I'm gonna do a 1x3 board that sits on top of those, and then a 1x2 that then sits flat on top of that. Hopefully it'll go pretty fast.
That looks like a nice javelin you got yourself there. Did I see that?
No, babe! I need that board!
Do you?
No, I don't want to go back to those. Finished, huh?
Yeah, it looks nice.
Well, I mean, it's still a mess.
But it looks good.
It does.
Well, as usual, amazing job on this playroom. You were pulling out all kinds of power tools to get this thing done, and I feel like I can see where this is heading, and it's gonna look incredible.
You've gotten a little better at visualizing over the years.
Yes, I have.
It felt like a painfully slow week to me, but I usually have my expectations set way up here.
Like up here.
No joke, on what I think we can get done, you know, in a couple of work days, but we still made progress, we're moving forward, and I am really excited to actually see my idea come to life.
So you're definitely gonna wanna join us next week, so we will catch you in the next episode. And action. I do like the organization that we have going on here. And also the nail gun that you've provided for the kids. You are so fast. Look at your hair blowing in the wind.
Oh,
Hey,
I got something in my eye.
I'm an optometrist. Let me help.
Stop it.
So.
Stop. I've got a nail gun in my hand.